fridge open?
Well, if you store it out of the fridge, you don't really have to cover it. But in a fridge, what you want to do is just cover it with a little bit like a plastic bag, and that'll actually help keep it fresh.
Sorry, you keep this outside the refrigerator like this?
Yeah,
this is
right.
Dr. Oz.
This is like a plant, like flowers growing in your garden. You can actually have some cut flowers.
I have a YouTube channel called
right on your right next to your
DoctorOzRapSongs's.
Store their parsley outside the refrigerator?
Songs from the health tips found on the
I don't know
show.
how you figured it out. That is amazing. It's a good idea.
Hi there.
I came to the show today. The next superfood that fights off cancer is designed for lung cancer. Lung cancer. It's one of the biggest killers. That's the #1 cancer. It's limes. How do they work?
Yeah, limes have a natural cancer fighter called hesperidin. And hesperidin literally stops the growth of cancer in its tracks. And studies have shown that eating limes can reduce the risk of a deadly form of lung cancer called squamous cell cancer.
Again, the cancer I've operated on it. It's a difficult one to cure. Now, one of the things with limes is a lot of folks don't know how to incorporate limes into their diet. So if you want to get the cancer-fighting benefits, give me some tips.
Well, so the easiest way to have benefits of lime is to have lime juice. So what you can do literally is take a lime, slice it in half, and squeeze out a half a cup per day. And what you can do is just like that. And what you can do is you can pour that into 2 glasses of cold water, okay, just like that. And instead of creating lemonade, you've created limeade. It's so refreshing. Stir it up. If you want to put a little honey in it to sweeten it up, it's really good for you.
Let's see here. Ooh. I always put honey in this. I know honey would be fine, no sugar. But limeade's a good idea. And lemons don't have the same property?
Lemons are similar.
Okay. And the other thing, I never thought about it, we could use limes in our teas.
Absolutely. Instead, substitute lemon for lime. And the other thing you can actually do that most people don't realize is that lime juice actually makes things taste salty without actually having salt. So on your veggies, instead of adding salt, you can just squeeze some lime juice on it.
I have never thought of that before. You're absolutely right. How do you figure this out in the Cancer Institute?
Well, we like to eat well and be well.
Gosh, all right. And finally, talk about apricots. I know a lot about apricots. In Turkey, they're all over the place. But this is a superfood because it reduces your risk of stomach cancer. So teach us about apricots and how we can get the best benefit.
So apricots have a cancer fighter in them called quercetin that prevents cancer cells from growing in our stomach. And actually, studies have actually shown that eating apricots can reduce the risk of stomach cancer by 47%.
And there's 2 kinds here that you pointed out. I did not know this till recently. It was very important. Dried apricots versus real apricots, and what kind of dried apricots should we be looking for?
Well, so to lower your risk of stomach cancer, you want to have 7 apricots per day. And the good news is that the dried form is just as good as the fresh. And that's because it's a lot easier to actually eat 7 dried apricots, right? So here's the thing about dried apricots. What you want to get is the sun-dried kind, not the sulfite-dried kind, which contains a chemical. So you can recognize this by having the dark version versus the bright orange version. We'll go for the dark version. And in this case, it's worth buying organic, because organic apricots have higher levels of natural cancer fighters in them.
Who wants some apricots? We got takers up there? There we go, here you go. Way to the very top. Go right ahead, anybody. All right. They all cut their apricots. They're all in good shape. 7 apricots today. Dr. Lee, I love your knowledge. Fantastic. Thank you very much. We'll be right back, everybody.
Coming up, are you cooking with the right oil?
We've got so many of the healthy antioxidants we want. It's got vitamin C in it, vitamin E in it.
We're making it easy. The 5 best cooking oils to protect your heart.
Orgasmic, isn't it?
Next.
Alrighty, a song by Paul Beckman, Polymer Song. Again, this is Dr. Oz, and I create songs for health tips that I search for on Dr. Oz and the doctors as well. Okay, so this song is going to use guitar chords, G9 and G. It's going to be called, the song is going to be called Cancer Fighting Foods. Cancer fighting foods, they're the masked hero of the underworld. People don't usually know what kinds of heroes there are, but besides people and comic strip characters, foods are heroes. They can fight cancer. Foods can be heroes that fight cancer, and when you use them like apricots, for example. It'll fight your stomach cancer from forming. And other foods can do the same. It's one big food game. Find the foods that work right for you, like lime and apricots. Well, lime can help fight the battle too, especially in intestines. Well, it could be working for you. And when you need some salt, which is kind of fattening, over time you can just squeeze on a little lime. It makes you feel a salty taste, though it's just lime. Gives you a salty type of taste, though it's just fine. Cancer-fighting foods, the masked heroes of this world, besides our human figurines and figures. Hero food.